Hello friends, my today topic is modifying columns for this video. So now that you have a complete table with values, with constraint, in this segment you learn how to number one, add another column using the alter table and add commands. Update a value in a column using the update and set command. And last one thing, delete a column using the alter table and drop column commands. So earlier we saw some DDL commands, like we saw the alter table command for a new constraint. Let us look how to use alter table to add a new column. So what we will do, for adding a new column, we will go to alter table here and we will go to the table name. Shipping mode dimension. We want add another column named vehicle number and its data type of varchar, and the maximum limit of varchar is 25. I hope you understood the command alter table name, add new column named vehicle number, and the data type is varchar, which maximum data type is maybe up to 25. So alter table name, and within the column you want to add vehicle number. So a new column will be added of vehicle number name by this. Name of the attribute you want to add and data type for that particular command. You can see that name of the attribute or the column along with the data type is mentioned in a way that it is very similar you mentioned in the create statement. Nothing very new. So the point is we can mix DDL command and DML commands according to our requirement. In general, what happened? All DDL commands stored separately in a given script generally. You would not mess around with your database structure created generally once. So you put it down separately, and most of the time you play around with DML commands. And the DML commands are the one which is frequently used in the database. Generally, you don't use the DDL and DML commands together. But these are available for your practice and you can use if you want. Where I am adding a new attribute to the existing table and the table is having a few rows in it. When I'm adding a new attribute, that particular attribute going to have new values. So for all the existing rows, for all the so we can use alter table. Alter table is a DDL command. So on next thing, if we want to use update the new value, and there are various values are null, but we want to set some values. So for all the existing row, we have to update the value. Means we are not adding a new thing, but we are updating all the existing data. It's already created, but we are updating. So for updation, what we need to do, update table name, set attribute, this is equal to this. So we want to add shipping mode dimension and we want to set shipping mode dimension table and we want to set vehicle number is equal to this. So when we want to modify the dimension table by adding a new column, here, vehicle number. So what it is going to do, it is going to assign a null value. So you can selectively go and modify those value. If we don't add this thing, then there will be null values. So we can go and selectively modify those values and let you try one more alter table variation. When you want to drop down a column, you can use alter table drop column this. Okay. So this is a DDL command and this is in DDL we use alter. So if we want to drop a column already existing table, what we use alter table this name and drop column this name of the table. So for removing existing table, how we will go? So the syntax is alter table name and the drop column name. So it's a destructive type of command. So you have to be very very careful when you are using this type of command. You should know what you are doing, because once you did this, the entire column will be wiped out for forever. So you have to be careful before using alter command. So if you want to change the data type of a given table, so if you want to modify an existing table specification, you use alter table ship table name, change total required, total amount C. There is a column total required. If we want to change that data type to the integer, alter table name, change total required data type to the integer. So alter table name, we can use the keyword to change the data type. So what are the keywords? We have seen alter table and we are using here change. See a part of alter table we have seen, and the constant we have seen, and which will add a column. Set, drop column, add. So for adding we are using add. For changing value we are using set. For dropping we are using drop column. For change the data type we are using change type. So we can also modify the data type on existing table by using the change keyword. These all are the drop, set, add, change are the keyword. I am using this. I can change the data type. Even I can change the name of the attribute. We are changing it from total required to total amount. We can change it total required to total amount. So you have to specify integer data type. If you want to if I want to change it to the float data type as well. So in other words, the alter table when used with change can change the name of the attribute and can change the data type. The total required to total amount we can change total amount integer. So this is what it will do. It will do that going forward. So you will not able to refer the data with all name by after changing this. So going forward with the name of the particular data, you should call total amount, total required to total amount if you will change, and with the respect to the data type you have to be little careful. So because what happens to the existing table when you change the data type, there will be some drastic implication. Examples: previously data types was floating number and it had to lots of values, say 13.3, 15.7, 55.29. So you can change floating data type to the integer data type. So everything after the decimal point will get truncated. But changing the data type around other is okay. So if you are changing the data type from integer to floating point, so you have to put dot zero as the floating point number. So this is something you have to be very careful in changing the data type. So finally, once we are done with the things, we can do the changing. Let this particular table is not needed, no more needed. This particular table, shipping more dimension, till now we are working on this. So we can use drop table name. By this command drop table name, the entire data of table will be wiped out. So you don't you if you are using filter drop table name where this attribute is equal to this, then the filter will be used. Then particular rows will be deleted. But if you are using drop table name, entire schema will be wiped out. So though the entire table will be gone for forever. So when you delete from particular table, the data goes away, but table specifications remains. Means if you are using filter condition, if for particular condition you are deleting, then table will be there, some data will be deleted. So you can add rows later on. But if you issue the drop command, not only for the data is deleted, but the entire schema for the table, for the table structure, including the table name of the attributes, all things will be disappear. Which means you cannot think of adding data to the particular table unless you create it one more time. So you have to use very carefully this type of command, drop table. I hope you understood how to use update, alter table, and how to use these change, drop, and set keywords. I'm hoping you are clear with all these things. So we will continue from here. In next video, I think writing a query will be started in this course. So please go for practice. Do more and more practice for yourself. Create new tables in your MySQL workbench. Create new columns, drop columns. Do all the practice we have created here. Things. So I hope you understood. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe my channel if you really like my video. Thank you.